We got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk some hip-hop music.
Yes.
Come on, the rap tunes.
We're talking the white guy who has the patois. You know, I used to mix up patois, that's what it's called, patois, with finesse. I'm like, how do they, the Jamaicans with their finesse accent? Or anyway, all right, okay, we're gonna just go right into Tom Macdonald.
Yeah, if you've been living under a rock, you would know what the number one rap song in the world is, and it's a really good rap song. It's so cool, and it's really everything I stand for and believe in.
And this is the new face of conservatism too.
What's this thing say? Hug or hog?
Where?
Under his lip.
Oh, hug. Okay, so let's go to the song. We can't play it, but he also has political commentary. Do we want to do a background of who this guy is before we get into what he's about now, or I kind of want to taste one of these little.
Yes.
California residents are going to start paying for illegal immigrants sex changes. Yeah, so gas is through the roof.
If only they could pay for his tattoos.
Groceries cost a fortune, rent costs an arm and a leg, and state taxes are outrageous.
Oh my God.
Most folks are barely scraping by as it is. So in California, if you run out of peanut butter, you melt the plastic container in the microwave and spread that on your bread while you try to save up enough extra change to get a new jar.
Oh my God, dude.
How long do you think it took him?
This is fucking like the same brand of hitting on all the hot button things as Andrew Schultz's like rambling shit. Remember Andrew Schultz's show?
That's got more clutter than Cleopatra's pussy on Hanukkah. Or whatever he'd fucking say. You know what I mean? It's the same. I know. Okay, I'll be honest. I did watch this the other day, and I was just like laughing at the idea of like just how long you'd have to microwave like a peanut butter jar to melt it down. But it's like in his stupid head, you could tell that just like made sense. Like, oh, you gotta melt the jar. Dave Portnoy.
I know. I think he's messing up the joke that everybody else does, which is like you're gonna have to start eating the bugs or something. Just go get bugs. But now it's just like melt the plastic. It's like you could. That's the last thing you do. I don't know.
He's mixing up eating the bugs and then like the microplastics. He's like fucked it up. Well, you're gonna eat the
they're putting microplastics in the bugs that are in the chocolate. Yeah. Fuck this guy. Okay, let's watch another one. That fucking thing.
Oh, this was the one that he exposes the music industry here. This is
so his thing says hog, by the way.
Yeah, it looks like it does.
And that's just a way to say, like, put your hog in my mouth kind of thing, like hog here.
Yeah. And if you run out, and what happens, penis in California is so expensive, if you run out of penis, you got to melt the condom to spread it on your toast.
The dick that he puts in his mouth, or the hog, I should say, that he puts in his mouth, it has to be so big that lip covers the hog thing. That's like the metric of, like, if the dick's big enough for his mouth.
Okay, yeah.
So it's got to be massive hog to cover up,
It has to be long enough to where he could write out his whole name, Tom Macdonald. What is YouTube doing there? It doesn't want to play nice with me. Okay, here's how the music industry cheats.
Guys, how the music industry cheats on the charts, and I guarantee you didn't know this. This is the iTunes charts. That's my song Facts featuring Ben Shapiro at number 1. You see how Megan Thee Stallion has 2 versions of the same song at number 2 and number 3? You see how Nicki Minaj has 8 versions of the same song at 4, 6, 8, 16, 17, 19, 20, and 23? You ever wonder why they do?
There was a cut when he was saying those, by the way. He couldn't remember those like 6 numbers. He had to
do that. Every song has an ID number called the UPC code. This code is what Billboard uses to count song sales. If you release multiple versions of a song, you can use the same UPC code for every version. That means Nicki Minaj's 8 versions count as 1 song when Billboard collects the numbers. We're competing against 10 songs, and all 10 versions are going to be combined into 2 songs. Seems pretty unfair.
No.
What was he saying about Arizona?
No.
Tucson?
That's good. That's not true.
No, and
I think it splits up. No, it definitely doesn't work that way. And whatever he's looking at, like a Spotify or iTunes chart, that's not how it works. Because if you go to like an artist page and they have like, they're like a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
And they've got 2 versions just because there's a single release and an album release.
They only show one version.
No, it shows both versions.
Okay.
I don't think he's right about this.
Well, what I also think about this too is like, I would argue that you have better luck releasing 1 version of your song and not 10 versions, because that's 10 different versions. It's like you're still
But
competing.
He's saying they counted as 1.
Right.
And I don't agree.
And even if they do, I don't think that helps like Nicki Minaj's case, because it's like...
Yeah, it still just proves that her song has more listens, right?
Yeah. And the most listened version is going to hold 99% of the total, you know what I mean? And then the other 1% is probably going to be the other versions, So I don't even know basically what he's trying to say is, I hit it big with this song with Ben. I want to ride this wave for as long as possible. And the second I, go from number 1 to number 2, I'm going to start making up excuses as to why I'm no longer number 1. It's like, just take your win and walk off. Don't do this. And conservatives do this all the time. Like with Tim Pool, with his music, it's like the second they're no longer number 1, they're like, well, it's because of big tech. And it's like, no, it's because your song sucks.
Well, and I think this guy is so cunning and evil, and he's just capitalizing on an easy market that I don't buy it for a second that he like stands for any of this shit. He's smart enough. He looks like he's robbed people.
I know.
He has face tattoos. You think that was a good person forever?
No, and that's my, one of my golden rules here. You can never, ever in a million years ever trust anybody with a face tattoo. I can't believe I have to say that to people for them to go, oh, I guess that is a good rule of thumb, because it should just be innate. Make America innate again to the idea that tattoo-faced people cannot be trusted.
Well, and you just know that somebody that gets face tattoos needs some sort of validation. They're a broken person. And I mean, if you get that level of it, he was trying to look cool at one point. And that's who you're proud of.
Exactly.
You're going to take the anti-trans advice from a guy who needed to look cool.
Exactly.
Nah.
I actually did some background research on this guy. Early 2000s, 2010s, he wanted to be a rapper, and I don't think he had that much success. He had to go, by the way, he had to go to rehab, so haha. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But he came back from rehab. I literally almost called it retard. He came back from rehab, and he started doing this political rap where, I don't care what you have to say. Sure, it hits the charts. It's because everybody wanted to see Ben Shapiro rap, and he has other music that goes viral, but this is not impressive, and this is not art.
No, this is Fox News saying we get the most viewers. It's like, yeah, because Republicans or whatever have like one vessel, or, you know what I mean? They have one thing to pour their time into, and it's like Fox News. It's the same thing with this when there's some retarded, conservative song that comes out. Every conservative that agrees with him is going to listen. It's not number 1 because it's good.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the other thing too. Not to get gay about this, but like art is supposed to have a message. Every piece of art has to have some form of a message. And the shortcut is to take the opinion that half the country agrees with and to just say it. I gave you this example, an analogy yesterday, but it's like if you went into a room and everyone wore a yellow t-shirt and you got up on stage and started singing like, yo, the color yellow is so awesome. It makes me feel mellow. Like, you're not an impressive person because you figured out that most people like one thing and you just put it on blast. You're not, you know what I mean? Like, congratulations. Like, you figured out like what 51% means or something. I don't know.
So this guy's a fucking phony.
Yeah. Phone it in for the phony.
So
blow me, he's a phony.
Let's the song, but we can't have audio. That's the rule. That's the YouTube rule.
So talk about censorship. Big tech here. Big Tom censoring us won't allow us to play his gay song on air. So we will, I have a few things to comment on. First of all, okay, wait a minute. I didn't notice this. Ben is taking his hood off, and there is another hood. Oh, that's his yarmulke? Okay, I thought he just,
maybe.
Hang on, let me.
That's like a little hidden message for Richard Spencer. Like, hey, hoods up, hoods up. They say Texas horns up, it's hoods up.
Let me really zoom in here so we can.
I don't care if I think you brass eye. Sorry.
That looks like a second hood. That is not a yarmulke. So that must be a goofy little, Easter egg.
He's wearing 2 hoodies. He wore a hoodie to look cool, and he's like, no, man, wear this thing that looks like the drugs logo, but it says facts instead. You know how you do the facts thing?
And he's like,
yo, wardrobe picked out the facts hoodie for you.
You know the dare thing? I know about it because I did a lot of drugs. I had to go to rehab, in case you couldn't tell by my Joker face paint tattoos.
I just called it drugs, too, didn't I, instead of dare?
Yeah.
I was thinking of the memed version of it.
They dare me to do drugs.
Oh my God, sticking his tongue out. Ben's like, what do I do? Okay, tell me, what should I do? I can't even have any fun ever.
And I've got to comment on this. Is the dream Goon monitor setup here. I mean, that's the one admirable thing about this video.
The Jesus Christ, the brick ruins it. Come on.
Yeah. He thinks that shot too, that up close shot of him is so cool.
Well, he thinks every shot's cool, and it's all just over the top, ridiculously bad.
And then I guess we can get to Ben. Here are the facts.
By the way, this is the same reason that I kind of love Imagine Dragons, because they're just so over the top and ridiculous. But then this guy totally ruins it with his silly song. But I've been on the Goon monitors.
Gooning to me. Gooning, you'll see.
That needs to be
Gooning
in the
for free. It isn't not free.
That's got to be in the thumbnail. The monitor with Ben on it. I'm speaking fast. I'm speaking Torah.
That's his part. Israel.
That's pretty good, honestly. You actually remembered it, sort of.
Oh, thank you. So we can get into the lyrics because you see Ben.
Maybe
on
Ben just
screen.
wants to be a singer. That's what he's been up to lately.
He originally started out, and this is the other thing I want to say about political people. They don't aspire to become political talking heads. Great band. They have to like settle with it. Ben Shapiro wanted to be like a Hollywood screenwriter. I think he wanted to be like a violin player. He wasn't good enough to do those things. He wanted to be a Hollywood screenwriter. No, this is true. This is why the Daily Wire has been trying to acquire the rights to movies, and they've been making their own movies. That's like Ben's long.
Well, I thought Michael Knowles might have been involved in that too.
He's the same guy. He wanted to be an actor, could only do like crappy movies, and now he's had to settle for politics. Which it's not to say that it's not a lucrative thing to do.
But Ben went to law school when he was like 18. I don't think he ever tried to be a screenwriter.
I think he did. Then he went to law school, and then he went to be a lawyer, and then he started doing the Daily Wire, or started writing and being a political figure. But the very first thing, because his dad was a screenwriter.
Let's take a look at those tats, by the way.
Okay, yeah. When he comes, let him. Gosh,
I'm crying. They won't let me say what I want.
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna
get
canceled.
They get a what is this? Honda Civic.
Yeah.
Yo, I want to drive a Honda Civic.
I thought it said tomatoes.
Oh yeah, that's a T instead of an H. I got a teardrop tattoo because I can't stop crying.
Yo,
I
I
never
smell it.
killed
I
no
smell
one.
it. I smell it. Tomato.
It doesn't even make sense. I can't even see. Yo, I'm so sad. Yo, I'm in this box.
Oh, the stupid lights. Jesus.
I know.
This set design sucks. They're like, yo, you know that abandoned warehouse down the road?
Hey, what?
I don't know why this guy's Mexican now.
I know. Hey, Holmes.
I got grills because I'm crazy.
I got grills because my thrills. Ha, ha, ha. I'm Ben, and I can stand here and do nothing.
I'm so sick and tired of sucking.
Yo, Ben, you want to get in the music? You want to help me? I'll be on Daily Wire Premium.
Yo, I've been clean for like 30 days.
I'll make a music video every week.
I got this new one about teachers and how they like teach woke stuff in school.
Why don't you set me up with that little girl that works for you?
He starts dating that.
Yeah, he dates Brett Cooper. Yo, she can dance in that.
Yo, she looked like you, but she a girl. And we had such chemistry.
But I still would, Ben. I still would.
Tom McMyers Donald. I don't know.
I wanted to bring attention some of the lyrics and just this guy's rapping ability. And I'll pull up the lyrics here on the screen because we can't play this song, so I can only show you. So this might be a little too out there, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So. Like whenever you're rapping, you kind of have to have a flow, right? The same syllables for every two, and they have to end in a rhyme. But then on this one, he just goes, the way he tries to shoehorn in this, this is all one line. They can cancel me my message because I'm the biggest independent rapper in the freaking world. Like, you set the bar length. Why have you restricted yourself to 30 words in one bar? They can't cancel me because I'm the best rapper that is here in the biggest independent freaking world. I mean, I wish I could play it so you can understand what I'm saying, but it's literally like in the first 10 seconds. So if you look it up, you'll get what I'm saying. Like, this is a better example of this because, even text-wise, this is kind of the same length. Claim that I'm racist. Yeah, I am. I'm not ashamed because I'm white. All right, white. There's also another. There's also yeah. Sorry, I did a little freestyle. This is also my favorite part here. So, once again, these don't line up. Not the same beat.
Yeah.
Where the American flags at? Remember when people would hang those? Like that's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, at and those.
No, this is how it should have gone. It should have been.
Where the American flags at? Remember when people were fat?
Yeah. Wait, no. Remember when there weren't no faggots?
Yeah. Where the American flag, and in my mind, he's Rucka Rucka Ollie. In your mind, he's Mexican. Maybe that's the splitting of the multiverse there, the Mandela effect foreshadowing. We always remember, was Tom Macdonald Mexican or Asian? No, my version would be where the American flag's at, oh, that's right, my bitch is gat, something like that. It's got a rhyme. And then it would cut to like a girl in a bikini with the American flag on her butt or whatever. But yours was better, so given your reaction. Where the American flag's at? Do you remember when people would actually... That's not even like a lyric. That's
they've been taken down. They've been replaced with BLM flags or a rainbow. That's not a song lyric. That's just like a tweet.
They've been taken... Yeah, I know. These are like observations, like Daily Wire audition observations. And then there's one, this is my favorite part, when he says, we ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. Are you sure about that, Rehab McDonald? I don't think so. Ooh, show notes.
Is that it? Wait, where's Ben's lyric? Where's Ben's?
Ben comes in right here.
Let's just take a good look at this.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, we were ready for that. No, you highlight whatever first. Let me take a good look at this.
Okay.
Oh my God, the Lizzo line. My pockets are fat.
That is kind of funny.
I am a fag.
And Ben's, you could tell he wrote this because it's like concise and it's like uniform at least. Even though he delivers it like a total idiot, because like you said, he has to be so serious all the time. No cap, it's on my wap. Skibbity riz, gappity gap, dappity boopity. Look at the graphs. Look at my charts.
Wait, does he say
6 million.
Isn't it WAP?
I don't know. He says WAP though.
He says it in the song.
Yeah.
Just so it'll rhyme with no cap.
Wet ass pussy.
Brett told me to put that in.
Retarded ass penis. Yo, seriously, I have like a retarded ass penis. WAP.
Fuck you, John. Get the fuck out of here, John.
Also, okay, I want to say here now.
Oh yeah, and all the money stuff. I mean,
oh yeah,
Jesus
what he's
Christ,
like,
my pockets are fat. I make racks off compound interest.
Yeah, and then
we're supposed to be like, Ben.
Yes. What
I'm not trying to draw anything, but it's not. It's the dots are like an inch away from each other.
I know. It's like I'll connect to myself. Well, hey, no, you gotta don't get out in front of the curtain. Stay behind.
It's me connecting the dots, but Ben's behind me, moving my hand.
Yeah,
he's like he's controlling my hand. He's connecting the dots for me. Now what?
Also, why would his comment section be filled with woke Karens? Why are they commenting on his video? Wouldn't he have fans? That doesn't really make sense.
Karens were conservative, by the way.
Yeah, so what does that mean? All these woke Karens, is that like a white black person? You know, what's that, an oxymoron, right? So oxymoron, no, an oxymoron is Tom Macdonald because this moron can't stop doing oxy.
Go back, hold on. Where does it say reading the Torah hate Taboria? I'm just kidding. That's not real. But okay, well, that's cool. What a fucking shitty song. I talked to somebody today, and they were like, "I just think it's the left has been doing stuff forever, and now this is just conservatives, and this is calculated." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's calculated to be like shitty fucking product."
Yeah.
And back to what you said, not to get gay and talk about art. But I just think if you're reacting to something, maybe you can be reactive and it's still art. But
yeah,
I mean, we react to stuff, but I guess it's
they just
crap.
Like they take like the talking points and then just play a beat and speak them. You know, that's not art. That's not like they're not even bringing their own spin onto it. You know, he's just saying, we ain't gonna overdose. What's the thing he said? Where the American flags at? Remember when people would hang those? That's how he sings it in my head.
Where the American flags at? Claiming I'm overreaction like some black kids in Chirac.
That's a rap song. That's Kanye, baby.
Yeah,
where the American flags? I keep thinking about the faggots. Where the flags at?
And they admit here, it's not even rap. It's not even music.
Where the American flags at? Kissing my little fat ass.
Remember when people would hang those? It's just like,
yeah, it would be funny if he said that line and Ben popped up like in an epic rap battles of history when they had like somebody come up with a thing. Remember when people would hang those?
Where the American flags at?
Remember when?
Okay, you know, maybe we can. I'll play it just for you so you can hear what it sounds like. Because I swear, where the American flags at? Remember when people would hang? Yo, you like remember when people would hang those?
Remember when people would hang those?
Okay, so he doesn't really say it the way.
Remember when people would hang?
That's just how it sounds to me. I mean, I don't know. Do you kind of get what I'm saying?
I like our version way better.
Remember when people would hang those? I mean, it's because it's like, by the way, he's Canadian too. That's the one thing I forgot to mention. He's Canadian. So it's like, hey, remember when people would, you don't even remember when people would hang those because you're not even from America. What is with the one Canadian attack on American soils to send their shitty conservatives? It's like, thank you, Canada, for our great right-wingers, Stephen Crowder, who dresses like a woman.
I think this is a totally fair thing to do. And that is, you know, when you have these congresswomen from another country, they're called Somalis, not Somalians, you know?
Yeah.
And they come here and they want to bitch about America, and then people go, fuck you, go back to your shitty third world country, right, man? And but then I hate the people that come from another country and then they like love America too much. It's like, just chill out.
Yeah, go get some maple syrup or something. I don't know. Yeah, Stephen Crowder.
But
and
you
then,
shouldn't love the American flag.
No, it is kind of absurd to be in love with the flag like the way that they are. Remember when people would hang those, eh? And then who's the other one? Lauren Southern, she was Canadian. And then Stefan Molyneux, right?
Yeah. Did I say Gavin already? 'Cause
Gavin?
That's who I was thinking of.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can take them all back. We don't want them. We don't want Stefan Molyneux writing his name in pretty cursive while he's, talking about race and IQ.
Yo, blow, where the flags at? Remember when people would hang those?
Where are the flags? Where are the American flags at? Remember when people would hang those?
Oh, damn. I didn't think that was going to be my favorite line of the whole song, but I'm definitely going to be thinking of that for a while. So, look, we're doomed. There's no good music anymore. People have to make things just for that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. One last thing that is just throughout the video, it's Ben doesn't even try. And this is one of my big gripes of the whole thing is just that Ben can't even be fun for 2 seconds. It's you clearly are not a rapping guy. You've leaned into being like I'm too logical to even have feelings. He leans into that.
He should have had like a yarmulke that has a bill that turns. He gets up close to the camera, turns it sideways, and like throws a gang sign up. At the very least, something like that. Mm-hmm. But instead, no, he just fucking stands there he like tries to nod. He looks like like the character selection screen for like any game. He just looks like he's doing like an idle like animation while your cursor hovers over him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, in the song, it could have just been a lot funnier too. If you want to make, just have a part where he goes like, wearing my yarmulke, and then you look and he's not wearing. He goes, wait, where's my yarmulke? And the song ends.
Or if he just was like, here are the stands. I got the fucking the shit out of my bitch's cat. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the final thing we'll say. We can move on. I was going to say, that's an awful hot coffee pot. Should I Ben's sister? Probably not. That's the last thing. That was supposed to be my opening line to this Ben Shapiro rap, but
remember when people would fuck Ben's sister?
Yeah, where's Abigail Shapiro's titties at? Remember when people would squeeze
Remember
those?
when people would suck those?
Yeah.
Remember when I would suck those?
Oh, man.
Remember when I tried to suck those?
Okay. Where my sister's titties at? Remember when I would... Yeah, okay.
Damn. It's Goontopia, folks. You're not going to find somebody go over the same song lyric for 20 minutes straight anywhere else.